Hello everyone, this is Fandominder here, and today I have yet another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fanfiction. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I had suddenly made a drop-off in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stories, and that was mainly because I felt that I was making a little too many videos on them, and I figured, well, some of the other characters all deserve the spotlight just as much as they do. So I decided to take a break from these stories, and in the meantime, I had made quite a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories and everything. I have made a total of 12 in my Wattpad books, and I've only read 4 of them, which is the When You're on Your Period stories. So, I still have quite a bit to go. I obviously have the 2016 stories and the When He Proposes stories, which is what I'm going to be doing today. And one of the people in my latest video had commented saying, like, oh, can you make a Raphael reader? And I'm like, well, I already made one, so why the heck not? So let's get started. Oh, and I should also note, I should actually ask you to note that this story does contain a song, but I'm not going to be singing it. I'm just going to be reading the lyrics because my singing is pretty terrible, and I don't want to be cringing at how terrible my singing it is because it's pretty bad. Anyway, guys, let's get started. You woke in yours and Raph's bedroom and saw a breakfast tray on the nightstand next to you. The tray was full of pancakes, eggs, bacon, and orange juice. You wondered if Raph had made this all himself. You took the tray and began eating when you noticed a note. We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there, on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, the party, and the ball gowns. The note pointed towards the door to the closet. You looked over and covered your mouth and it gasped. Hanging from the doorknob was a red-as-rose dress. You quickly got up and grabbed a tag on the dress. Put this on and head into the lobby. He smiled. You wondered exactly how he got the dress in the first place, but you weren't exactly one to complain. You began slipping into the dress and then walked down into the lobby. You saw no one there, but you saw a note on the TV. You picked it up and began reading aloud. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase begging you please don't go. Go to the kitchen. Winky face. The note pointed down, and you saw these ruby red heels that weren't too high or too small, and there was a little rose in the middle of the heel. You giggled. You slipped on the shoes and began heading into the kitchen. You saw a note on the fridge and began reading once more. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. Go to the dojo. You slided the door to the dojo open and saw Leo standing there in the center of the room in a tux. How he got it was beyond you at that moment, but you quickly demanded answers. Leo, what's going on here? He chuckled and handed you another note. So I sneak out to the garden to see you. We keep quiet 'cause we're dead if they knew. So close your eyes. Escape this town for a little while. 'Cause you were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet. But you were everything to me. I was begging you, please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince, and I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me. They're trying to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. Don't be afraid. We'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. He spoke after you finished reading. He said to go to Donnie's lab, he said as he walked out. You quickly followed him into the lab and saw Donnie, Mikey, and Sensei there. Even April and Casey were there. But the one who was missing was Raphael. Or so you thought. You were suddenly picked up bridal style and you looked over. There, in a black tuxedo, was Raphael. Raph? He led you over to the center of the lab and slowly put you down. Raph cleared his throat and Donnie began playing the song on his computer. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever going to come around. My faith in you was fading. When I met you on the outskirts of town, I said, Romeo, save me. I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think, he sang softly. He then knelt down and pulled out a box from his tux. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, Marry me, Juliet. You'll never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad. Go pick out a white dress. It's a love story. Baby, just say. You hugged him suddenly and sang the last word. Yes. Everyone began clapping as he held you back. This was the happiest day of your life. The end. This was the story that I had actually thought of a couple years ago, back whenever my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan craze first began. And it was before I started this book on Wattpad, and it was quite a while ago, if I'm being honest, and I had been tweaking the idea for so long, and eventually I decided, you know what, why not go ahead and make it into a story? And of course, I chose Raphael as the first of the turtles to do this, and I figured, because there are quite a few people who have been making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories where the turtle proposes to the reader, and since that's the case, I wanted to make this story seem unique in its regard, and that's why I chose a song. And I've seen many people play around with ideas of notes and songs and everything with this way, and I figured, well, why not, and everything. And I chose a song that I'm pretty sure a lot of people can recognize, because that song is such a relatable and such a very popular song, especially because it's by Taylor Swift. So I'm like, well, it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. And I had so much fun doing this. But not every one of the Turtles' stories on proposals are going to be about songs. In fact, that's quite the contrary. I wanted to not just make the stories unique, but also make sure that each and every individual turtle made their own story unique in some way, shape, or form. So, But anyway, guys, this is Phantom Rider, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.